Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine, and this is to announce the Now Spinning Magazine Awards for 2025. Yes, the Now Spinning Magazine Awards 2025. I've thought about doing this for a while, nearly did it last year, and then basically ran out of time. But this year has seen tremendous growth across the whole of the Now Spinning Magazine multiverse in so many different directions, and now we're seen so differently through the eyes of the industry that I wanted to try and do something, and especially as the community has grown so much beyond the way some of you see it as a YouTube channel, some of you see it as a Facebook group, as a website. I know there are pockets of people everywhere, but we're all joined together with some mission in life in that we love physical media. We love buying CDs. We love vinyl records. I mean, literally 99.9% of the whole audience that I have here buy CDs and records. So we're pretty unique. So I do my rundown every year of my top releases of the year and my top reissues and box sets of the year. So I'm going to still do that, and that's going to be called Editor's Choice. Makes sense, doesn't it? But I also wanted to involve you as the community, that you also have been buying stuff, sometimes because of things that I might have suggested you might like to own. But beyond that, many of you buy things that I never got around to getting. So I thought it was also a great idea so that your input would be also in the charts, and these become the Now Spinning Magazine Awards. And a link underneath this video, underneath this web post, underneath this social media post will be there for you to click on and type in what you feel are your album of the year. What is your album of the year? The best reissue of the year. What is the best reissue you bought this year? The best box set of the year. What box set have you bought and you thought, wow, the design, the contents of it, that was well worth my money. What was the best super deluxe box set? If you bought one, you might not have done, but if you did, and this will be something that's got multiple CDs, probably a Blu-ray in there, all sorts of things. What was the best one you bought? And I also want to do what I put down as industry awards. Who has been the best label this year for you? Has it been Cherry Red? Has it been Madfish? Has it been Esoteric, Demon Records, Inside Out Records? Who has been the best label for putting things out? You know, could be the best vinyl quality. Which label are you, when you see them appear and you think, I'm going to think about getting that because it's them? Who has been the best label? And also, who has been the best online retailer? If you want to put down your own little local shop, I don't mind. But really, to help us in the community, who's been the best? Has it been Burning Shed? Has it been Amazon? Has it been Townsend Records? Who's it been? JPC? Who has it been that you've spent, where you think Rare Waves? Is there somebody you go, oh, I'm going to go and check out their prices? They will do the best thing. Other categories are music book of the year. I've done quite a few book reviews this year, and I know lots of you buy music books. What's been the best one? And finally, well, last two final bits. Also, because I've said, what is your favourite album, your favourite reissue? You might be thinking, oh God, this is just so hard. You know, one. Couldn't you have said three? So what I've done, at the end of the questionnaire, it says name your 10 favourite albums or box sets of 2025. It doesn't matter whether these are reissues or latest releases, because to be honest, let's think about the album charts in the UK. If a box set comes out and it sells enough, it goes into the album charts, even if the music within that box set was released 25 years ago, 50 years ago. If it sells enough, it's in the charts. So your top 10 for 2025, you can just list them out. If you only want to list 6 or 7, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So it's things that you bought that came out in 2025, not that you discovered in 2025. So if you suddenly found Led Zeppelin this year, that doesn't count unless they release something. They released a book. And a a live EP. So yeah, you know, but you know what I mean. And finally, and this one is going to be really interesting. It's not so much as an award, this one, but I think it will be very useful for the potential people who read this. And that is, what reissue or box set would you like to see in 2026? What do you still have room for? It's probably the best way of putting that, isn't it? Anyway, I think I've got everything out there, haven't I? So yes, the Now Spinning Annual Music Awards for Now Spinning magazine, chosen by real music fans, collectors, and listeners, because we are, aren't we? Because if you're here, it's because you really like filling your house with your cultural music art collection and sharing it with the other humans in the house, if they still have room and somewhere to sit. Okay. Anyway, you've got till December the 16th to send your ideas in and your submissions in. So the link to fill out the form is underneath this, wherever you're watching it, but it's also been posted as a text post in lots of places as well. Thank you so much for all of your support. I can't wait to see what suggestions you've got. So I've got mine, but it'll be very interesting to see that if other things I haven't covered start to enter that list. I imagine they absolutely will. So that will be absolutely fantastic. So forms down below. Let me know if you've got any questions or anything. Brilliant. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon.